Hello my friends and welcome to a new video. Today I am going to talk about the rig that I tried to make. So here it is. A few days after ordering the parts, they came in and the build could start. After opening the box, I found a very nice personalized message and some extra parts. A very nice gesture of simxpro. After a quick inventory check and ordering the parts on the table, I started out with the build itself. As a recap, I aim to make a super configurable setup aimed at usage by both adults and kids with a minimal of time loss shifting between both. The frame itself is built with 2x120cm 4080 profiles, and the connecting profiles are 2x4080 frames of 50cm for the seating area and two 4040 profiles for the pedal area. I opted for 120cm for two reasons. The first being that it makes the frame more compact than other frames out there, which is partly a goal I had for building this cockpit. And the second one is that they simply didn't have a larger cut aluminium profile available at simxpro. The profiles are connected via steel L-shaped connectors spanning the entire height of the frame. The structure is put on some wheels that I bought with the GT Omega. I won't count these wheels in the final price as the competition, apart from Next Level Racing, doesn't really include them in the packages they sell. After the seat rails had been put into place, the first issue came up. I needed to fit the pedal plate on the seat rails, but the plate was wider than the seat rails, so I needed some kind of brackets to attach the plate to and to have the possibility to incline the pedal plate. I had bought something that resembled to what I needed, but after some testing it seemed that the holes of the brackets were not compatible with those of the wheelbase plate. The fix for this was to swap the parts, but with doing so, the brackets for the seating area were too wide for the seat. So I swapped seats and replaced the Sparco ADV one with the only side mounting to the OMP seat that does have bottom mounting. This worked well, but this will lower the ride height and testing will show if I will need to order an extra set of seat raisers. Another thing that I learned is that you can't have enough bolts. I had too little bolts, and also, I took an example from the GT Omega list that I had, and it seems that you do need to have different sizes, because when you go with certain 60mm attachment to the poles, then you just drill into the profile itself with the head of the bolts, so it's not fixated properly if you do not use a shorter bolt. So yeah, so more bolts, need to order more bolts, and spacers of course, and different sizes of bolts, and well, that is it, I think. Oh no, wait, the cover plates also. So I had two little cover plates. I don't know how I made the calculation, but I just had two little cover plates. Nonetheless, I have not encountered any blockers and the build continued. I managed to get bolts from an earlier simxpro rig I had tested, and apart from two 4040 cover plates, I managed to finish the rig. In all, I worked between 3 and 4 hours on the rig with the unpacking and sorting included. Aside from some WTF what am I going to do now moments, it was a stressless build. I'm happy with the result now. I will do a review of this seat, but it will be featured as review, so this is just a special. But I'm happy with how it turned out. So it does seem to be very sturdy. It does seem to be very configurable. Of course, you will all see this in the review of the rig. But yeah, I'm very satisfied. When I add the costs of this rig, it comes at 553.69 euro. But this is without the seat sliders and a seat. The cost for the OMP seat and seat sliders was 150 euro, bringing it at a total of around 700 euro, which is the same price of a GTO Prime Light, the chair I still hold as the benchmark for modern day aluminium frame rigs. Of course, the seat would be new, but still, I have a feeling I made a good bang for buck solution here. The price can of course be brought down. I bought everything at one shop and I chose to opt for pre-cut profiles instead of cutting them myself, so it is more expensive than it should be. I am very happy that simxpro decided to give some extra, so they had like this bag, this extra parts bag. I was very happy for that. I could use all of it, so that's nice. Also a big shout out to simxpro. So they because I had quite a list and they processed it quickly, and when it got here, everything was in it. So it was fast delivery. Everything was in it. So a shout out to those people, of administration and warehouse, for getting it so quickly to me. Thumbs up. So, was it worth my hard-earned cash? Yes, it was. I have seen plenty of pictures on Facebook of kids driving in their parents' rig, but not being able to look over the steering wheel or stretch all the way out to reach the gas pedal. There are simply not enough, if any, solutions out there that offer support in a practical way to larger and smaller human beings. And this experiment showed that it is possible to make your personal rig a family one, with only a few modifications. Thank you all for watching. I hope you had something from this video. Leave a like, because my last video wasn't liked that much by the people. I immediately got 2 thumbs down, so I hope this video was a bit better. Leave a like if it is, and leave a comment if you want, and I will see you all next video. Bye.